Do you find that right now that your life is off track? Maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe you may not be on the right track, but you're on the right path to find your new track. Welcome back, or welcome to another edition of The Sales Life. I'm your host, Marsh Buice. And if you're tired of settling, then you're in the right place. You got to get to selling. And selling is not just a profession, it's a life skill. And I'm going to teach you the skills to never settle again. So that way you can have more, do more, and be more in life. So let's jump right into it. You're off track, but that track is gone. Now you're on a new track. And there's so many similarities between a lion and life. And I think that's why Boyd Varty wrote the book, The Lion Tracker's Guide for Life. And a part of being a lion tracker is understanding that when you're tracking a lion, 100% of the time, you're going to lose the lion's track. There are no street signs in Africa that say, hey, lion this way. Now, from this point on, when I say lion, you say life. Lion, life, lion, life, lion, life. All right. When I say the word lion, man, I want you to think about your life. And it's off track, but it's to find a new track. So there's two things that lion trackers do when they lose the track. Number one is they go back to the part where they were 100% on track. And I mean 100%. So in your life, maybe you can trace it back just a few steps to find out where you got off track. Maybe it was a relationship that you developed, because you got to remember, in relationships, either they're picking up the pace to match yours or you're slowing down to theirs. And whose pace are you following right now? So maybe you slowed down to their pace. You picked up some bad habits, and this is where you got off track. Or maybe you got a promotion at work, and to prove your capabilities, you took on more. And because you took on more, you had less time to work out, less time to prepare your meals. So you got off track. You stopped eating better or started eating like crap. And you put on the weight and you feel sluggish. It's off track. Maybe you can point to those things and make the tiny course corrections, but that's a very, very small part. I don't even want you to really harp on that. And the reason why I say that is because many times we're just trying to go back to familiarity, because when we get off track, we go back to what we already knew, the old job and old toxic relationships. Both of them are dead end. But we go back to states like that because that's the only thing that we know. And we feel like if I can reset to this, and I'll just wait around for life to somebody, some way, bring me the favor bus. And maybe the sun and the clouds will break open and shine the light. It is breaking open. It's breaking open by showing you that you're off track and that you're supposed to be off track. You may be off track, but you're on the right path. So the second thing that lion trackers do is they start trying something new. See, they start right where they are, and they're willing to try something new. So they look at the terrain. They listen for the clues and cues from other animals, from other callings. And they call it the path of not here. And I love this term. The lion tracker knows this is not the way, but it's a way of refining and shaping to find that new track. And that's what you got to do. you're going to find many times in your life that you're in the path of not here. And instead of beating yourself up and letting other people beat you up and call you out, man, you remember when you, look, trust me, 10 years from now, you're going to be able to go back and say, God, what was I thinking? But see, you had to do this to get to that. And that was necessary. So it may not have been the money shot. This leads directly to this. That's not what life is. Life is all about stops and starts. Life is all about getting to a track, losing the track to find a new track. And that's what you've got to be able to do. Willingness to try new things, a willingness to explore, a willingness to look stupid and sometimes feel alone, and you feel a little bit desperate, and you have that overwhelming urge to go back, yet you don't. You just say, there's a calling, there's some other track I've got to find. And you continue on with that. And you listen, and you look, and you read. You use what you have to get to where you want. I want you to get to a part in your life where you've gone too far to turn back. Many times, the biggest mistake we make in life is we will push off, but only far enough where we can still touch the past. But if you can still touch the past, you'll never discover your future. I want you to get to that scary part. It's just terrifying. It's dark. I don't know what I'm doing. You're on the path of not here, and you're shaping it to where you want to be. And you're going to get to a point in your life where it's too far to turn back. So I might as well keep going. Would you recommend this episode to someone else? This will help show your support and also grow the Sales Life podcast. If you want to message me, I'm on all the socials, or you can direct message me, thesaleslife1 at gmail.com, thesaleslife1 at gmail.com. Be sure and subscribe so that way you get future episodes. And remember, the greatest sale that you will ever make is to sell you on you, because you're more than enough. Stay amazing. Never settle. Stay in the sales life.